So we want to find out what happens in the vineyard here in the depths of winter, and there's actually quite a bit, isn't there?
Well, you know, the thing is we have to do something all year round, so we might as well play outside when it's absolutely the coldest. Mom and Dad bought the property in December of '87. We started planting grapes in '88, so we're coming into our 28th growing season.
So when you're trimming, what are you looking for?
All we're doing here is really taking and creating an environment for new fruit to grow. And that new growth that shoots out is where flowers will happen and clusters will form and grapes will hang. And then eventually we get to take it, pick it, make it into wine.
Fantastic.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and go through the bottling process here. This is one of Dad's pieces de resistance. It's old 1940s, 50s bottling equipment. It's all old German equipment that's been around forever. While this is a three-person operation, it really has to be because there's always so many moving parts that something could go wrong. Well, all of a sudden, if you're breaking bottles, well, that's wasting wine, and that's alcohol abuse, so we don't want that.
There's a craft, definitely, in creating a wine, but the art is allowing the environment and then the winemaker to kind of work together to create what comes out.
The art is science and the science is art. Those things come together. You know, we have all these great grapes here, and really the idea is how do we extract the land character, the history, all of those things, and we do it through methods and techniques that are very old world.
You're growing our native varieties, but you're vinifying it in an old world way.
One of the big things that I've found is that you have to understand what exists in order to know how to get there. And then it's a matter of building the mousetrap, so to speak, on how to get there. The idea is that you want to be able to have wines that you can drink today because you understand the enjoyment of the youthfulness that they have and the vibrancy. But over time, well, if it's made well, the vibrancy will stay there, but you'll get all these really nice rounded notes. So we'll take a little more time on the front side, getting it to the bottle, so that by the time it does come out, it does have a few years, and you start to get that idea. But the real value is having patience. You can't substitute patience. You know, if you think back about things, those that came before us really did this because it's what they had to do.
Right.
All we're trying to do is keep the dream alive, you know. And we spend all year working out there, bringing the fruit to bear. If we don't treat it with the respect that it deserves through its process, then we lose. And you do this year over year, well, it's not about saying, hey, I want to make this again. It's what did this year tell us? And how do we express that in that glass? And once you get to try what's in that glass, you're like, I know that story. I remember that year. I know what occurred. Wow, it's a great story that just got told. It's about being able to leverage, take advantage of, pay tribute to what's here. We get to stand up here and look out over this beauty, and it really kind of gets to your heart and says, you've got to do it right. So you have to really treat in an artisan fashion what's presented to us.